Hello, beautifuls. I recovered. I recovered successfully from my yesterday um, atomic bomb explosion expression of myself. This, what I actually like to title and label the phoenix rising from its ashes. Um, because it was that, and I felt good during that. I felt extremely empowered during that and really free. But obviously, because it was kind of what you might call as well super. I went supernova, and it's the butterfly effect, the mandala effect, or you can label this so many ways. There the sacred rage, the dragon came out. You can call it literally. You can call it literally everything, sort of the way how usually called many different things. Now, what I would like to add, and I'm going to edit this into the video, and that's how I'm going to upload um, for you to see. This is going to be the first part of the video. So if you came across this expression of myself, then you see this video right away, and then the the other parts, right? No, I'm going to do it. Yes, I'm going to. Maybe I'm going to edit this out anyway. um, so I received some clarifications and aftermath channeled conclusion messages about this, and I'm hearing in my head probably you actually processing through the same thing, or but you don't make it public, or you process things differently. This is really good because this must be a collective thing. um, I'm not just by myself looping in some kind of ways. um, so I would cut this short, just read the channeled written message, and you can literally process it however you process it. Okay, this is absolutely unconditional. I sincerely do not have any expectations from you. I don't project anything onto you related to this. This was with the absolute intention of self empowerment and go beyond your perceived any and all types of limitations whatsoever, even if it's coming from ancestry, your lineage, whatever slavery consciousness and suppression or victim patterns and dynamics they still need to process. Whichever aspect of yourself, whichever topic and concept in life that you can relate this to, that this is going to be an extremely empowering experience for you. So now I stop and read the message. I received the clarification message from my divine team about this occurrence, and and here is a further disclaimer about what happened truly and why. There is a primary disclaimer which is attached to every single video that I have related to this, and this is the following. Whenever I express myself in this sacred rage version of me, I always add the following disclaimer to the videos. Here I am only expressing sacred rage or sacred anger. How is that possible, and where this expression is coming from? Sacred rage / anger is from the space of no projection or no self-projection, rather the expression of self by showing a pure high vibrational mirror that cannot help but cast shadows as a direct result of it by being shown and expressed to others. High vibrational and sacred, yes, because it does not ignore self nor ignores others' feelings, level of consciousness, and is not based on self-ignorance nor self-hatred. It is the highest vibrational, unconditionally loving and accepting, but at the same time authentically expressed emotional outbursts in the attempt to show how one feels, as well as how others probably feel, but they cannot access these innate feelings / emotions, therefore cannot express them. Hence, the mirroring effect. And there is a question here, because I am interacting with you, anyone who watches this video. Do you want to learn how to express sacred rage / anger without false self-projecting and intentionally hurting others, or being heavily misinterpreted as a result of expressing your highly charged emotions? And this is basically the original disclaimer that I include to every single video of such when I express myself in such extremes. And then I add the following. This is the second part of the disclaimer, which came today after one day of me recording myself as that expression of myself. You must be aware that this is a highly intentional and unexpected channeled message from me. I intentionally published this for the whole world to see it, for you to see it and be the very observer and witness of my sacred rage energy forcefully, with all of the unconditional love and highest, at the same time, fierce light within my whole being. And then I say, to uprooting you and your stuck energy through this message, at the same time to cleanse and collapse all timelines that are keeping you or me in slavery and separation consciousness, in an unmatched and misaligned vibration and frequency and energy, not allowing you or me to be fully merged with the divine, the creator, and start to co-create how you have intended when you vowed and contracted to this life journey and light worker path. And then I continue like this. I also expose portions of the efforts of the opposing energy and literally shaking it off of myself, as well as you, whoever is watching. When we talk about spiritual abilities, I do believe something extremely powerful and potent is and was unlocking within me that I never truly experienced before. Therefore, I ask you to keep observing these types of messages without the need of judging it or label it, because these are now a necessary parts of my self-expression. And maybe I'm hearing in my head that maybe this is also that you need to be doing, or you already been doing, or you used to do, or you at some point you experienced it already. If you did, please share in the comment section below how you gone through these experiences. I want to know everything and all. Okay? If you really want to share it, please be encouraged to do so. I feel like just like what I'm describing here, I felt like just the phoenix bird exploding with fire. Again, sacred rage, and giving birth to their most powerful selves ever experienced and expressed. This is when the fire element is literally in its highest capacity expressing itself through you. And this is also part of the energy transmutation process and self-healing and self-balancing mechanisms that you are doing as a master manifester and magician, heart-based magician, when you are realigning and balancing all the elements. You are working with the elements, literally. This is highly sacred and unique experience for me to go through. This is absolutely not the human, egotistic anger that came out of me. Let this be exactly how it is, and please listen and meditate on the message that you have received on this occasion. I'm speaking serious sense. And I was also documenting, concluded in brackets, I'm hearing I've been activating my Blu-ray starseed purpose. So I've been through this experience that I recorded and published for the public to see. I actually been initiating and upgrading and up-leveling myself as well as my purpose. This was actually a self-initiation process, indeed. And I'm going to talk about sacred rage more often because some of you, if not all of you, actually need to unlock your dormant gifts and abilities in ways that I have represented for you here in order to fully heal and reclaim your sovereignty in spirit and flesh. Do not be afraid of experiencing yourself in ways that might be scary for others or even for yourself, or be questionable for anybody, or because they could reject you even more as a result. Humanity is awakening. Do not underestimate God's unorthodox and unconventional intentions behind anything that is happening right now. Embrace the unknown, the unexpected, and the unimaginable, no matter what. We must understand and familiarize ourselves with all of our darkness and reintegrate them in order to stop denying parts of ourselves and discard feelings, emotions, and thoughts and declare them as unworthy, demonizing them and disowning them as demonic, evil, and judging it and labeling it and separate ourselves from them or anybody who express them. This is part of the healing process and the integration process for all humanity, especially light workers who are assigned to be the light and to be the supporting pillars for humanity's ascension, as well as the metamorphosis process that unfolds for all at this point in unseen ways and measures. You must embrace all parts of it and unconditionally love it without hesitation. These times are going to be a huge test for all of you and your readiness of you for being the leader that you are here to be. God wants me to include here that your ego must withdraw now from its so far position completely to give way to your higher self fully to unfold. Give yourself fully and completely up to the divine. And I said here as last, I love you so much. You have no idea. Rest assured, the July sacred cleansing and purifying seraphim flame has already started to burn on earth. You experience the heat, right? Do you? All inauthentic, false, and antichrist timelines must be burnt into its ashes. So something new, greater, better, Christ-like can emerge and recycle from death. Within me, within you, and within all that is. Christ is the only way, and it shall be for eternity. I love you. Bye. right now, right here, right now. I'm not the sweetest right now. I'm not spreading butterflies right now. But I'm still me. And I'm not projecting anything onto you. I'm representing myself. And I'm representing this, the expansion and the limitlessness of self-expression. The whole, you are the Alpha and Omega. You are the one. All of it. All of it. There is nothing like dark versus light, hot versus cold. When the storm is happening, there is the warm weather and the cold weather coming together, and it's clashing like crazy. And that's co-creation. That's the co-creation process. When the woman what is that? Conceives, there is an atomic bomb explosion happens within her womb. Because of the process that takes place. Two different expression of consciousness, obviously the egg and the semen comes together, and that togetherness is called 0-point consciousness. And because of the fact that the 0-point consciousness has no expression whatsoever, there is no form, it's the 0-point consciousness is formlessness, it means it's unmanifested. That's the unmanifested state of being, right? That's the creator of all that is, in its unexperienced way of expression of itself. Now, to be able to experience itself, it needs to spread out, and that is co-creation process itself. And when the yin and yang comes together, and that cannot be together too long because it instantaneously co-creative within itself. And the point in life and in the living experience is only that you expressing yourself within your yin and yang in harmony, right? I'm in my rage right now, in my sacred rage state. That means that's chaos. And that's when the storm comes, when it's too scorching hot or too cold, the spring, when it's winter, the spring has to come after a while. And when it's too hot, the storm has to calm down. That brings the cold weather, the calmer weather. No, not the calmer weather, but the cold weather to calm down, to balance the weather out. And that is the storm. That's the co-creation process. Now we stepped into this experience. This is the co-creation process. And there is this two, the yin and the yang is expressing itself simultaneously at the same time. And the goal is to collapse, and we are collapsing all separate consciousness timelines at this time. But the point is, my beautiful, amazing spiritual beings in human flesh, that you must not be tricked by the repeating energies. That's the point. Are you able to keep away from repeating and reading on all of those old paradigm energies that we are already moved on from, or not? Are you still imposing that on the collective and allow the collective to still feel stuck and slowed down and waiting for something outside of yourself and outside of others? Or you are ready to be the leader, who you are already. You are already the leader. You don't need to consume, watch, and follow up with new messages. You are here to listen to your own messages and intuition at this point, and be the example to others. I'm the example to others in the means, at this very moment, in this aspect of myself, that you're allowed to feel the rage and you're allowed to express it. But I'm not expressing it like a maniac. I haven't lost it, right? I'm not talking out of the ego. I'm talking out of the rage. That we don't need to go through things that we are already gone through for many cycles. This is your opportunity to stop reading on the old energies and attracting it back into your own existence and conditioning your whole life, maybe the rest of your life, on something that it's not yours. You are helping the collective to get rid of the energy and you are processing it, but you are not that. You are not dealing with that any longer. There is no one to wait for. There is nothing to wait for. You only, if you feel like you need to rest, you need to recuperate, you need to slow down and live a slowed down and softer life. Yes, indeed. I'm not shouting all of the time. I'm not expressing rage all of the time. It's very rare, but I think it's really good example to make, because respectfully, I understand that some of you are deciding on not to express this side of yourself, I absolutely respect it, and I